Keyboard, come to me. Come to me, child.
Oh, that's a good way to start this.
Children of the planet.
Come to me.
I need you.
Planet children.
Yeah. The 8-Bits E3 special!
E3!
E3!
E3, yeah!
Where are we? Which camera are we on? That one.
That's the one.
Hi everybody and welcome to the 8-Bits podcast. I'm Maz and here's BRADIDAS
Yay!
and KAGE.
Hi.
Also, yay.
Also, yay.
You probably noticed from the intro that Brucey couldn't make it today, unfortunately. He has life commitments.
This is not right.
To Bruce.
Hurrah.
Huzzah.
And, you know, he probably dodged a bullet because this is going to be intense.
Yeah, this is going to be a thing.
It's going to be a thing. We're doing the E3 podcast. It's a big special action. We have a lot to talk about, so we may as well start. First of all, you can go to our community page, extremebeyond.engine.com, if you would like to join the forums and be in touch with all of our sexy business. And you can also check us out on the internet at 8bitspodcast.com and facebook.com/8bitspodcast. You can check out old episodes and get in the sandbag by discussing things with us on the Facebooks. Let's crack it straight on. We're starting with the old X-Bone.
X-Bone. There it is. It's a brick.
It's the Xbox segment.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter, and if you hashtag 8bitsxbox,
Wow.
it's so difficult. We'll put you in the sandbag at the end of this segment, doing it segments at a time, so it's a serious thing. 8bits, you try.
8-bits Xbox.
Yeah, well, you
Wasn't
did
that
it
hard,
slowly.
was it?
You try.
That's yes, like a human
8-bits
being.
Xbox.
All right then. You're doing all of the hashtags from now on.
Human beings. That's how they
Human
talk.
beings
Yeah, using our mouths.
and doing the things. Well, right at the top of the list, we've got the Xbox 360 getting a brand new look. For no good reason at all. Does anybody?
It's quieter than ever.
Which is
That's
is
good if
pretty-
you've got one of the really old ones like you still do.
I do still. I suppose that's a good feature. It shouldn't be a feature.
It should,
No,
it should just be
Less
how it is.
audible than before.
Yeah.
Speaking of, am I a bit too audible? Probably. It's probably better. Can't tell. Yeah, so that's it. That's it on the old Xbox front.
Yeah.
It's still the same machine. At least it's half decent.
World of Tanks.
There's tanks.
There really is.
They're
tanks.
in a world.
Yeah,
They drive. There may be some shooting.
There could be.
there may indeed be some tanks.
One would
I
hope.
don't know.
I've all this tank action that's been popping around lately. Tanks on the Wii U, and now World of Tanks. Is this going to be like all of our movies going to be about tanks soon? Vampires, zombies, tanks is clearly where we're going.
It's going to be a World War Tank next one.
World War Tank.
Yep.
It's just a World War II film.
Yeah. So this is a PC title that's been ported. Finally, everyone's pretty excited about that. Apparently.
Well, apparently it's a pretty popular
Yeah.
free-to-play
Yeah.
MMO style business.
Yeah. So that could be a thing. The sad thing is though, PC and Xbox won't be able to play together.
Segregated.
There'll
Yeah.
be separate accounts, separate servers. World of Tanks, and Xbox 360. Who's going to buy that?
I honestly just don't understand the point.
I don't know if it's free.
I don't know.
You know, if it's free to play, I might bite the bullet and download it and tell you what it's all about later on.
Yeah, that's probably a thing. I'm just interested how, as a multiplayer tank v tank game, tanks are slow, aren't they?
But if you're all tanks, you won't notice.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know anything about tanks.
Well,
That may be an issue.
we might have to force you to get it and play it.
No.
Sad times ahead.
Next
Brad
8 bits. Brad reports on World of Tanks.
World of Tanks is fucking great! Everybody get World of Tanks!
I will not do it. Actually, I've got one of the old Xboxes. I could do that. World of Tanks, mate. Fuck.
World of Tanks. Well, we haven't really got anything useful to say about
No.
that.
No.
What's next?
So let's move on. The next one is by Press Play for the Xbox 360 Max, The Curse of Brotherhood.
This looks charming.
This
Doesn't
looks
it just?
like the labyrinth.
The
The
Yeah.
plot is the
Oh,
labyrinth.
Yeah,
yes,
it
get rid
is.
of my...
Yeah, get rid of my brother. Brother goes, oh shit, let's go for a rescue.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
And it looks very like a Pixar, DreamWorks
Yeah,
kind of...
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like DreamWorks.
Yeah. And it's a platformer, which is...
Oh, is that Connect stuff happening there?
It did look a bit like Kinect.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that just makes me sad then.
It does. But maybe that's the second player assist kind of thing that's going on. It's probably not, is it? It's Xbox 360 though, remember, so it's not going to be forced Kinect action.
Doesn't
This is
mean,
the bit
doesn't
that
mean it's not
gets
going to be
me.
a Connect game.
You see
Yeah.
the little brother being horribly electrocuted by lightning. I mean, don't hold anything back there, Xbox.
His eyes didn't shoot out of his face, so should be fine.
For those
He's fine.
For
Look.
those listening on the iTunes, we are
This is going to be a very video-heavy episode.
massively
Yeah,
heavy. We've
enjoy
got video
that.
supplements for just about everything we're talking about, and we'll probably Cage will be seeing some of this for the first time. So just be aware of that. Go watch it again on YouTube later. Cool. So yeah, I'm pretty interested in Max.
If that's not Connect stuff, or if the Connect stuff is optional,
Optional.
I'll have a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, I love me a platform game, so that looks pretty exciting. Dark Souls 2.
Now, yeah,
I've heard a lot of
I've-
decent things about this.
I've played both Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and didn't really get into them.
Yeah.
That being said, on my PlayStation Plus account, which I renewed the other day, Demon Souls was for free. So I've got that downloading. So I'll give it another go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll think differently. It looks very nice.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was it. That was the end of that sentence. It looks very
one
nice.
of the things that I've heard, like the big concern for your Dark Souls fans, has been Dark Souls ones was reputed to be just really, really hard. I mean,
It sure
I think
was.
the storyline pretty much was prepare to die, and they weren't joking.
Wow.
And so the fear was that they would actually lighten up on it and make it a lot easier for players to play. But from what they've seen over E3, not a single person managed to actually defeat the boss that was just in the demo.
Okay.
Yeah, so
No, that's-
no one's managed to defeat it yet.
That
so
sounds like Dark Souls.
yeah, it's very traditional Dark Souls, and
So is that a feature of Dark Souls being
Yeah.
it's just really
It-
hard?
it's
or
balls
is it-
hard.
Is it a broken game?
No, it's not broken. That's
just
that's
fucking
why that's
difficult.
why they're really popular.
yeah.
Okay.
They're really hard, but they're really fair.
Yeah. Will you be getting that? Not too hard.
I'll see how I go with Demon Souls. Then I'd have to get Dark Souls.
What I also like about it is with the classification system that they've come up with, instead of you just choosing what your classification is going to be, it's actually in the start of the game tutorial. You run through things, and then based on what you succeed most at, that's what your classification is.
You
for
mean
your
your class?
character.
Like character class. Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything like that gets chosen
Like-
not by you, by how well you played the tutorial.
I was wondering, like, we're choosing what? Like, is it R or
No.
is it G? How do we choose?
Sorry, yeah, you,
Pop that classification up for this.
Yeah.
segment.
no, but yeah, so it's actually something that's chosen by how well you do, like what you excel at, rather than you choosing beforehand. I think that makes it feel more like it's actually catering to your natural talents.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's one I'll certainly give a crack.
Next on the
Looks
agenda,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It does look pretty good. Is
I'll be moving.
oh, we move into the old Xbox One action now.
Yep.
So we can just talk about that. It's release date November
Yep.
ish.
Mhm.
So we can go through all the things that it's got there. Obviously, we know what it looks like from the previous video. Upload Studio is a thing that it's got in it, which it auto records your game sessions, and you can simple edit in and out points, whack a commentary on it, and upload it to presumably the Xbox account. I don't know whether it will go
I have no
to a
idea.
YouTube or anything, but if it does, it's still going to be it's very simple in out. Yeah, look at my business.
Yeah.
Killed that boss. Twitch streams, which is kind of good. You know, Twitch is kind of
Could be interesting. Yeah.
is kind of the leader in gaming live streams.
Yeah, most of it's League of Legends.
It's all League of Legends. And it's interesting that Xbox has got the Twitch deal and PlayStation has the Ustream deal. And I know where I'd rather be.
Yeah.
And that's on Twitch, just in case
where
you're following. So that's good. You could just Insta stream your business for those people who like to do that. Xbox Live, they've finally got rid of the Microsoft points.
Which is nice.
Which is good. Now we can actually... Because it costs you 2,400 Microsoft points. That tells me nothing.
Yeah.
And gold sharing I've gotten written here. Do you know
I have no idea what that means. Is that like you sharing your gold account between those like 10 family members or?
Probably is. Chat room? Don't know. Yeah, that's all I've got on the whole thing. Is anybody...
Well, are we ready to talk about the nonsense?
The nonsense? Yeah, we can talk about the nonsense here. Because we just got games after this.
The DRM nonsense?
Yeah, so that hasn't
still
that's still a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a single person on the planet is happy about it, and especially since PlayStation's conference, which we'll get into later on. But yeah, so they're not going to back down on it, are they? This is the way
it doesn't look like
it's been
it.
built. This is the way it's going to go out.
Yeah.
And you know, people will deal with it, obviously, but it doesn't mean they're going to be happy about it. Just gonna write some supers.
You can write some supers, mate.
Oh, what's your Cage? Oh my god.
We might come on.
KAGE.
Come on, Kate. You were talking about the devil console before.
I really just don't like Xboxes. I mean, they're impossible to use, and I've been lording it over everyone I know ever since the big Xbox and Sony reveals came out. And I'm like, I told you.
Crunch.
Clearly, devil console just wants to screw you over. They can't... Rage. So much rage. I don't know. I mean, no independent developers. They're no second hand unless you pay for it. And the quotes that they were initially giving were pretty much what you pay for a second hand game anyway. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. And what is good about the Xbox One?
It'll just be the games lineup. Oh god.
Sorry.
I was wrong apparently. And...
They're coming.
You've said too much, Kate. Yeah. Well, let's go check out and see what might be possibly good about the Xbox. First off the bat is Snake on a Horse.
Snake on a horse.
I was watching the conference.
Although let's be clear, this is coming out on every console.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry, this is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain by Kojima Productions for the Xbox One, 360, PS3 and 4. And it started off and it was this bearded guy with an eye patch on a horse. I'm like,
Snake.
Fucking Snake on a horse.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's Red Dead Redemption, Snake on a Horse. It was.
That's exactly what I thought.
It's Red Dead Redemption, Snake on a Horse.
Although, I must admit, for some bits I thought it was a bit like Hitman as well, when he's climbing around things and like climbing onto trucks. I'm like, it's Hitman cross Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, let me tell you what, I play the new Hitman.
Is it good?
No!
Really?
It's god awful.
Oh,
but anyway, Metal Gear Solid, I want it. I want it so bad.
Me too. I was completely blown away by this. Like the trailer that they did for it, the music was both awesome and horrible. Like, have you seen like not the gameplay?
No, I've only seen this.
Oh man, you go onto YouTube, look up the E3 trailer, not just the small bit where it shows the gameplay, but the entire bit, like the teaser. And I can't even explain it, but it's so graphic and bloody, but the music is so lovely, and it's a horrible mixture that immediately made me want to buy the game.
Kojima certainly still wants to be Snake to be James Bond, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my favourite part of Snake Eater, though.
James Bond action.
Well, there's a ladder you climb, and it plays the Snake Eater theme song, and the ladder goes for as long as the song does.
That's funny.
So if you stop, the song fades out, and if you keep climbing, it fades back in to where it was before. It's the greatest.
And there's an Easter egg in maybe one of the first Metal Gears where you can actually put on a James Bond tux.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So just this time clock there, I couldn't help but laugh. Like And now there's an in-game representation of how long you sit watching this game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I must admit,
This, although to be fair, this looks like it has a lot more actual fun gameplay than Metal Gear Solid 4.
You know what? I'm gonna bet you're wrong. I'm gonna bet
That's fair enough.
I'm gonna bet it's a great game. As they're all pretty good games. They're all.
Oh yeah, I
games,
liked all of them.
But I'm gonna say,
But no, number
if
4,
anything else, there's going to be more to watch.
like it was. I played Metal Gear Solid for about 12 hours, and I reckon 6 hours of that was cutscene.
KAGE just said there's less cutscenes.
Yay!
Disappointed.
I don't
No.
actually like cutscenes.
But they've replaced those cutscenes with travelling on horses.
Whatever.
In open world.
Horse stealth. I want it.
The characters that we're about to introduce here.
This guy, I have no idea.
He's very cool. Then it's followed by naked sniper tits.
Yes.
Yay.
Make perfect sense. And a Final Fantasy kid is coming up next. There he is.
There he
From
is.
Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
He really
It's
is.
Van.
And Otacon. Just like his Japanese animes.
Code Talker.
Yeah.
I must admit, like, I was watching this, and I was, after everything I've just said about the Xbox and how much I loathe it, watching this, I honestly thought, if this was only on the
If it was
Xbox,
exclusive.
I
Would have a
would be
problem.
tempted, or I would have a major
Conflict of
problem.
interests.
But it's the kind of game that you actually go out and buy a console so that you can play
Yeah.
it.
I mean that was the big thing about the Xbox conference was I was pretty sure that they're not going to change any of the stuff.
Yeah.
No.
They made me not want an Xbox. So I went into this thinking, I'm going to watch this and I might be, hopefully there's nothing that makes me want to buy one.
Yes, that's it. Please, all the things I want be on PlayStation as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I also love the fact that it goes from what looks like Red Dead Redemption, then suddenly it's like, bam, supernatural crap
espionage.
all over the place. You're just like, yeah, this is awesome.
This trailer here, I can hear it in my headphones. Just brings home what you were saying about the James Bond thing. Because even they've got like a James Bond theme song, chick singing
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
He's Snake!
Punish Snake. Now the question is this Snake or is this Big Boss?
It's Big Boss. Yeah.
Oh.
It's,
So when is this set?
Oh, it's follows, I think, after the last game that had Big Boss when he was young.
And so
I'm
Snake
pretty
Eater.
sure,
Snake
yeah.
Eater.
So I think, if I remember correctly, it's following directly after that one.
So it's actually a prequel.
Yeah.
I'm confused and
Welcome to
Aroused?
Japanese storytelling.
good times.
So we're all pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it looks great.
Someone will tell me about it because I won't play. I don't have the time. I haven't since the first one.
only have
And
the
even then I watched
time.
Fred play it, so that's the
Fred
thing.
will tell you about it then. You'll be like, I have to know this.
Next on our list is Rise, Son of Rome by Certec Studios, exclusive to one.
That's Crytek, by the way.
Crytek Studios, exclusive to one.
It looks like God of War with more bloody with more
No,
quick time events.
Yeah,
Like that was a thing that was possible.
This is this whole game looks like QuickTime events. It looks a bit QuickTime. I've written in my notes.
Well,
It doesn't
Yeah.
like as gorgeous as it looks. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like there's a. It looks like there's fuck all freedom. It's like go this way,
Yeah.
QuickTime.
go down this corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Press
And-
X. Press
and it's
left,
just
press
it's
right.
a series of
Yeah.
QuickTime events making a movie basically.
And do you want to do the best thing? You don't even have to push the right button.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
is that true?
Yeah.
God.
It's just if you push the right button with the right timing, you get more experience or whatever.
Oh Jesus. So yeah, it's a movie.
Where you push
and
the
it- yeah.
buttons sometimes.
So just as like a series of really gorgeous looking stage pieces waiting in the line for their turn to be quick timed.
I just think you'd get bored playing it.
Yeah,
Like you said,
Stop,
it looks
start.
amazing,
it
but
does.
like this
And now
fight
this.
scene here really shows it.
Quick time,
Yep. And press X, and you're just like,
Oh, he's dead.
and then watch
There we
that. Why couldn't he have just done that? Why
Yeah.
couldn't that have just been a
Why couldn't you just
The combat.
mash random buttons until
Yeah.
that happened, you know?
I don't know.
So I don't think it's a brand new franchise, and good luck to them. Is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I think people are going to be dreadfully bored by it.
This one is not something I saw and went, well, this is not a system seller.
No.
This is not a
No.
system seller.
No,
Pretty much everything it shows off is...
looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
But guess what? Everything does.
everything
That's
does.
it. Maybe like back in the day, this would have been like, wow, check that out. But now it's like, well, every game looks like that. I think the only other thing I really noticed was when they were doing the combat scenes. I thought it was like a little bit like a really in-depth version of like Shogun or that. You know,
Yeah.
it was like the same kind of combat scenes. It's like, put up your shields, fire your arrows, and
Yeah,
I'm
this
like,
bit here.
yeah, this here, and I'm just like, it makes me think of Medieval 2 and Shogun, but just really awesome graphics.
That Total War Rome 2 looks pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what that makes me think.
Exactly though, but that's just all I could think when I was watching this.
I have a lot more footage of this, but I don't think we
Yeah.
need to go on about it.
No.
Nah, that's fine.
It is just quick time events. Next on the list is something Bradis might get a bit of a stiffy for.
Nope.
Exclusive to the Xbox One by Double Helix. It's Killer Instinct.
Nope.
Not excited.
No,
Tell me why.
because I don't want to have one character and then pay for the rest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
So-
I have heard that you can buy like a season pass, which is basically like buying a normal game.
The game.
And
It's
having all the characters.
$59.99.
Eat my dick!
Yeah.
and does that mean you get all of them at once, or
Yeah.
released over?
And
season.
also, it's made by Double Helix, which is
Yeah.
worrying.
What have they done?
The Silent Hill Homecoming,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra.
Okay. The movie,
No, mate, the game.
because that was also bad.
They haven't confirmed all the characters yet, but I know they've got Saberwolf, Glacius, and I may not pronounce this right, Jago or Yago.
Jago.
Jago.
Yeah.
Jago.
They're confirmed as being being in the new one, but whether the other older characters will get in or not, they haven't said anything yet. But yeah,
So the deal is, Brad, you were saying you get the game, you can play as Jago.
Yep.
You want to play as anyone else, you pay more monies.
yeah.
This is what I understand.
And they'll be like, judging by a $60 season pass, the characters are going to be $5 or $6
A pop.
a pop.
Exactly.
time for that. It'll be interesting to see if there's going to be a Killer Instinct 2.
No.
What's the general reaction? Are people like,
Well,
yeah,
it
Killer
is-
Instinct?
it is-
Oh,
No.
you fucked it.
As far as I know, people just not there.
Yeah. It's the fact that, they're like, yes, we'll give you
it-
this little bit of a
everyone-
teaser, but you're
everyone
not
went-
going to get it.
Everyone went Killer Instinct, yeah, by Double Helix. And it's free to play, and you can play. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get Mortal Kombat instead.
it's pretty
It's on
good.
special now.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was also thinking that, why would you get Killer Instinct when you could just get Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or King of Fighters or
Yes.
any good fighting game.
Exactly. I think
Get-
it's a
get-
mistake when people try to copy that format because those games nailed it the first time round.
Get Persona 4 Arena. That looks sick.
Is that the thing?
Yeah,
We
Persona.
just went really quiet.
I'm trying to think what
You were
Persona is.
you're taking in the truth.
Yeah, I
The
was.
Truth these
hit me.
statements.
And then I
Nick?
laughed.
Next by Insomniac for the one
The one.
is Sunset Overdrive.
Now, this trailer tells me absolutely nothing.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it just?
I think the only thing it tells me is that you can make weapons out of whatever you find.
I don't like this
He's
character.
so ugly.
This character design is terrible.
He's
Also,
frighteningly ugly. And then it's Miro.
Is it?
Kind of looks like Mirror's Edge, but
I don't know. It just made me think of The Sims with monsters for some reason.
you know, the only thing I can say about this game is I'm going to hold judgment off until I actually see game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because this is not game.
Boom.
There's,
So that's supposed to be another player, a multiplayer dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
is
think
it?
With the head over
I
it.
have no idea.
Yeah.
So who knows?
I don't know. I don't mind the style they're
The
going
art style's
for.
kind of
The cat.
TF2.
Yeah,
It's got that TF2.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
bit
that's what I was
TF2.
thinking. I think it's because
those
the
monsters
colours
look
are
pretty
so bright.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Guy's got a record. Stop wasting your vinyl.
But yeah, they seem to just fight with whatever they find. That's the only thing I took away from that is he made, a can go into his gun and kaplowy.
Yeah, Insomniac
See,
or
and then there's more people
yeah.
Yeah.
joining in. So
I do
who
like that.
knows?
I can't pronounce the word. Omnitopia. The one where it's got the words.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Yeah.
And what does that mean?
It means that when it explodes and it says boom.
Boom.
in
Oh,
the
yeah.
explosion.
Clouds, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That
That
looks
is
pretty
nifty.
good. But
That's taking cues from TF2, but pushing that
yeah.
comic book thing more.
Which I
It's
do
cool.
like that, like the comic book look, but I'm just... there's so little you know about that gameplay to be able to say anything.
They've told us nothing.
Yeah.
Next, by Turn 10 Studios.
Do any of us play racing games?
I admire them. This is Forza 5, exclusive to the One, and
That
mate,
yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
The only thing I got
Doesn't it
It's certainly a
excited...
car.
It looks like a car game.
The only thing I got excited about this is that they've got the Top Gear guys in it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they haven't said exactly what they're doing, but
That-
all three of them. I think Jeremy...
They're probably-
Clarkson.
yeah,
I'd
he
say
was
they'd be
in the
commentating.
last one,
Mm.
commentating, but now all three of them are.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
cool.
oh, that's pretty
That's
cool.
nice.
That's
But
nifty.
that's not enough for me to buy the game.
They had that McLaren P1 on stage. That was pretty good.
So
It's not really to my taste, but you know,
Yeah.
it was all right.
obviously it looks gorgeous, but car games have looked gorgeous since GT4.
Yeah.
And if they don't look as real as possible now, it's not a car game, it's Mario Kart. So
Yeah.
it's got to look good. And their focus in this has been...
Especially if you're partnered with a car company like McLaren.
Exactly. Their focus in this has been more about the atmosphere.
There it is.
and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, put a
Yeah.
car on stage, make people lose their tits.
Oh,
There's only 2 of them on the planet.
oh.
There's one there. Getting nerd smell all over it. What was I saying? Yeah, so they're focusing on like how light hits shit, the smoke, the dust, all that kind of stuff, making the world look better rather than enhancing. Because they're making car racing games. What do? You race a car on a track.
Yeah.
Can't really innovate that much more. Although they have invented this Dravatar.
Yeah.
Dravatar?
Drivatar.
It's an awful word.
It's not the best, but it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, so the idea is it learns from how you play and then plays as you. So whenever you're playing online against AI,
Yeah.
the AIs actually are the drivatars. So, and then when your dude races people, it comes back and gives you experience points based on how it's gone against other real people.
Yeah.
And so whenever you're playing against people, like nobody, you're actually playing against people's driving styles, and
Yeah.
that's pretty nifty.
That is pretty nifty.
Yeah, that.
Imagine if they could do the same thing for like a competitive FPS.
Oh fuck
Yeah,
yeah!
that'd be awesome.
That would be. We know where Fred is.
Yeah.
Camping in the top.
It's the Predator.
Predator.
There he is. Oh god, he shot me.
Impersonating predator noises. Predator.
Predator.
Alien versus Predator. That's a good movie. It's got to be better than any of the
Yeah.
current Alien movies. Anyway,
Sure does.
so yeah, I like the Drivatar. You'll definitely be able to know when you're racing against me because I'm shit at.
You'll be the one.
real car things.
Yeah.
We'll be the one smashing into
Yeah.
the walls.
Using the walls to do my steering for me. That's
Yeah.
how I play those games.
That's it.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, it looks good, and that's an interesting feature.
Yeah, it looks
there.
good. Shame, I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Would Nico get on it if he was into
Maybe.
consoles at
Yeah,
all?
maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think he'd like the idea of coming back, loading up his Drivatar, and seeing where his style has beaten people.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think
Yes,
he would be
really-
down with that.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
I can see that would be a huge draw.
Yeah.
That a lot of people would be like, check out what my Drivatar did.
Yeah.
I wasn't even playing.
I wasn't
Look
in
how
there,
great
but
I
I
am.
kicked your ass. You know, yeah.
Yeah. Next by Mojang.
Yeah.
Exclusive to the One, but not actually. It's Minecraft Xbox One Edition, which is Minecraft.
On Xbox.
Doesn't even look any different. What
Yeah.
is that? Okay, point. I don't understand what the point of doing this is when they could just.
My laptop runs Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My
My laptop crashes if I try to watch too
my
many
Game Boy
videos.
Color runs Minecraft very badly, but
Yeah, so my
I just
phone
don't
runs
understand.
it.
If it's not going to be a new thing, why they've already got it in their bloody live store? Why do we need it again?
Oh, I don't know. Because I want your money.
Yeah.
Well, horse looks the same.
Oh, pardon me.
And one of the things is
bigger worlds. How can you get bigger than Infinite?
That's
Yeah.
the 360 version wasn't as big as PC,
Oh.
so now it's bigger.
Fucking just... Stop it. Stop it.
Onward,
Remedy Entertainment presents
a
exclusively...
TV show that might have a game.
Oh my god,
Quantum Break.
I'm so confused by this game.
I've got to say, pretty much
So weird.
I watched this and my first reaction was,
Why?
what does that even mean? Like, I read the thing, I'm like, I don't understand this. And then my second reaction, in all honesty, was, where the hell have I seen that actress before that they had from the TV bit?
Did you find out?
No, but my final verdict is, I
Did you
still have
IMDb
no idea what's going on.
IMDb it.
So,
I should have.
what
Yeah.
this is, it's a live-action TV show
Now,
that blends into game.
now,
But it says here...
does that mean live action cutscenes? Is that what that's code for?
I think so, but maybe not. I don't know.
It says how you played the game affects the
Yeah.
show. So I'm assuming that they must have recorded just an absolute ton.
Or you have
not.
no choice?
Oh,
Yeah.
you've got no choice. Oh, yeah. Oh, how annoying would that be?
Yeah.
It'd be like having 17 different endings and then only getting 3.
The one thing I find hardest to deal with is the movie, like the TV show part, and then game part. Just it's jarring
It's the
because
weirdest.
one of them's
Yeah.
fucking TV and one of them's game. Make all the TV bits in-game footage,
Yeah.
so then it's seamless. Don't keep pulling me out of the game world and putting me on HBO or probably looks more like primetime Channel 9 to be honest.
It really does.
Channel
Like,
nine.
I was watching and I wasn't that impressed.
It's like fucking watching Packed to the Rafters, the game.
That might be interesting, actually.
That was
do,
the scene.
it, do it like Walking Dead, the Telltale one.
Oh, yes.
Actually, the Rafters the game.
That would be amazing.
Shit, don't
should I
give
have this
Charles
abortion?
7 ideas.
And I want to know, like, because that doesn't, what we just saw doesn't show you what the gameplay actually is. Was it
No.
like a cutscene? That could have been the TV show part. Anyway.
Yeah, we have no idea what this game is. Again,
it Heavy Rain?
this is another one we don't have an idea what the game actually is.
Yeah.
Is it Heavy Rain? Is that what we're...
No, it's Remedy. It'll be a shooter of some kind.
Oh.
They just haven't really explained it at all, and I just don't understand. I'm not interested enough because, you know, when they there's a line between being just mysterious enough that people are like, ooh, colour me intrigued,
Yeah.
or just being so blatantly not giving anything away that people are like, I don't fucking understand what's happening. I don't care.
I'm so confused that I've stopped caring.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
where
happened to
I'm
me many times.
Next, by Swery.
Good old Swery.
Exclusive to the one.
Swery's the man who made Deadly Premonition.
Oh. Here's some D4 action.
It looks like a Swery game.
I
Looks like a Telltale game to
I
me.
hate horrors, and the way it's like art life, it just creeps me out. I was watching this and I'm like, nah. Nah, I'm not even going to try with this one.
There's some
It's just...
girl that gets up in your
Smell.
business.
Yeah, it
Smells you.
doesn't even get massively into the horror part of it yet, and I'm like...
You know, because Swery games aren't really a horror game. It's more of a weird thriller.
I'm definitely out.
It's as much as I like Swery's games, I mean the one that I've played. Yeah, whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
fussed.
Episodic murder mystery is what it's calling itself.
Yeah,
So that sounds to me like...
it sounds
they're
like
doing
Deadly
the Tell-
Premonition.
Oh, really? So, for me, it sounds like Telltale game, where you have chapters.
Might be.
Because that's the only other time I've ever heard episodic. They kind of invented the episodic video game. And
I think
marketing
they
in
did.
that-
I think they did the best at it, but they didn't invent it.
Yeah, but that's how they've strongly marketed all their games as
that's true.
episodic.
Have you
Yeah.
finished Walking Dead yet?
No, mate.
I was slapped.
I
with the
saw,
eye.
I downloaded the trailer for something we're talking about later, and I was like, I've got to finish that before that comes out.
Sure do.
Also, D4, they use the word noir.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I love noir. What are you
I
talking
know
about?
you don't like it. It's going to talk at me as inner monologues.
Yeah.
Oh. I walked down the street. It was cold.
and wet
I thought of my dead lover.
as the rain touched my face.
She had gams that wouldn't quit.
Microsoft Studios for the One and Windows 8. Oh, Project Spark.
You're putting a lot of sass into that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hello there, sailor. You could probably make sailors in this game.
So this is a game
As long as they're
maker.
goblins.
As far as I can tell, you just make games for people. It's
Oh, that's what Little Big Planet was. pretty much.
yeah. That's kind of what it looks like—a 3D Little Big Planet.
Yeah, so you can pick your landscape, add characters, build villages, make pets. You can make things
Yeah,
have
the
characteristics.
pets, you can install brains
Yeah.
into anything,
Yeah.
and then program those things with basic, simple RPG Maker type programming.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. So that'd be nifty. It's a bit talky as well. It's got Kinect. Like you just hear him going daytime,
Yeah.
nighttime. And it's like fuck off and put buttons in the game.
I would like that.
And also it looks like it needs smart glass as well. That's where Windows 8 comes in.
I don't know if it needs.
Probably doesn't need it,
but it looks like
It probably helps. So it's like they're really regretting not putting a Nintendo gamepad on their system. That's for sure. It looks lovely.
Yeah. When I was watching it, I'm like, the concept seemed kind of awesome, especially for someone like me who can never make things like this on my own.
No.
But even with them saying, look at all the stuff that you can do, I'm like, where are the limitations? And
What am I not allowed to do?
Yeah, and is it going to get to a point where you're like, yeah, I've made this scene like 10 times just maybe with a slightly altered landscape? Or is it literally limitless? That's the thing that I'm a bit unsure
what
about.
does-
What type of games can I make? That's what I know.
They go into a big thing after this, which I haven't recorded, and show stuff that people have
Yeah,
made,
other
like
people
Little
have
Big
done.
Planet have
Yeah.
done. And there's like shooters, there's top downs, there's racing games. So assuming you can do whatever you like, as long as your mind can fathom doing it. But what I want to know is, does it have an in-game already made story for you to play? Because if it doesn't, I'm not going to buy that and wait for someone to make something good for me to play.
It's like a toolkit.
The other
Yeah.
thing that I want to know is, do you get all the options all in one go, or is it add-ons?
Oh, good question.
Do you have to keep buying add-ons? So do you want to? You're tired of your 3 basic landscapes, which you showed in, the E3 thing. Do you want an underwater world?
Get your
Buy
$5.
this one in. You know,
Yeah.
DLC kind of thing. So that's what I would like to know is, do you get it all in one, or do you have to buy many add-ons?
Ugh.
Um,
Did you see SimCity recently? You can buy a circus. Buy a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, you can buy the yeah, who cares?
Wow.
Some kind of carnival pack. Anyway, speaking of smart glass,
Speaking of smart
which
glass,
we weren't, but we are now. What do you guys think of? Because a lot of Xbox games are implementing this. You obviously need to have a Windows tablet with Windows 8 on it. That's a thing you'll need to spend $1,000 on. These are facts.
Sure.
You know what? It's a Nintendo gamepad at like an incredibly inflated price.
Yeah.
Is it though? I mean, if you're gonna go out and buy go out and buy a Windows tablet,
Yeah,
you're gonna buy a Windows tablet anyway.
that's true. I mean, if you have one or you're going to get one, you're going to get one.
Yeah.
These are the things. But if you don't have one, some of the features that they're implementing on these gamepad, on the smart glass, are really cool. Especially the social aspects and that kind of thing. Yeah, they're really nifty features. But I just can't justify...
I'm not 100% convinced yet.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of nifty if all the smart glass stuff is also available on your phone with Windows 8.
That would be interesting.
So that would be fine. But I haven't seen them say... Oh, no, I have. I have seen them do that.
Oh.
So that's a thing. These are things. So that's good.
And that problem resolved itself.
There it was. It's just got to talk out your feelings. It sorts itself out. Next is the Crimson Dragon. I don't know who made this.
The guys who made Panzer Dragoon, because it's the same game.
The one that I saw, which is the one that they had at the actual E3, had no sound, so I
It
missed
didn't.
out on
Yeah,
part
it
of
didn't.
that.
That's
They
one of my
glitched it
most
up.
disastrous trailer with no sound.
Yeah,
It looks bad.
it does.
Like,
That's what I
it
was
looks
thinking.
low res as shit.
And it's Connect, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
It looks
that's
like-
the other thing that put me off immediately as well. Connect, oh, I'm out.
To me, it looks like AoE with dragons instead of robots.
It's just, it's not good quality.
And apparently, it's been cancelled on the wiki when I was looking for who made it.
Good.
It says
Oh, they did it. They were doing
Cancel.
it for 360.
it was
and now they're
360,
doing
but
it
it transformed to 1. But underneath that info, it says cancelled.
I'm not sure if that's meant. It
It's
was cancelled
probably
for
not true.
360.
Well, let's not
yeah.
spend any more time on that
Yeah.
one then.
Well, I like that.
Get out of the Crimson Dragon. Dead Rising 3, Capcom's.
Now, this is something that I would miss out on and
This
feel a
is-
bit sad about it.
Something that's made people a little bit angry. The first Dead Rising was exclusive. The second one was.
The first one was a timed exclusive.
So
It did come
just
out
the
on-
first.
It did come out on PlayStation eventually.
Okay. And now they've gone back to exclusive. Do you think this one will be a case of we're having it first, you can wait 3 or 4 months? Or is it going to be exclusive forever?
I hope PlayStation gets it eventually because, I mean, yes, it's another zombie game, but it looks pretty good. Looks like
these-
good fun.
This one looks amazing. There's it's open world, diddly do. Seems to be the way to go when your console upgrades now.
Pretty much.
It looks like there's a lot of real choice. Like you've got to get to a certain safe house, but
It looks like there's
here's
a few ways to do it. Yeah.
yeah. The custom creation they used to have in the old one. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bad, but you had to go back to your safe house and do it on a table, didn't you?
No,
Well, never mind. I was going to say you can do it on the fly.
I honestly I never played 2. I only played 1,
Okay.
and there wasn't a lot of custom creation in that one.
Okay.
So I could you could be right about 2, but I have no knowledge.
No. I might be getting it confused with the one where you take photos of the zombies. in the middle.
Dead Island.
No.
No, you know, like Dead Island has like workbench construction,
Yeah, but
but Dead Rising, the Dead Rising is the photograph one. That's the first
Yeah.
one.
okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure the second one of that you had to go to a table.
Oh, yeah, I'll believe you.
I know you do it. I don't think you can do it in menu though. Anyway,
Well, you get your outrageous weapons you see
yeah.
in this. I reckon it'll be fun at first, but I don't know, like for a lot of zombie first-person shooter type games, even like really good ones like this, I get bored because I don't know. I think I prefer multiplayer kind of things for your zombie thrillers.
Yeah.
Getting out there with you guys and like having a bit of fun and. You know, hearing
I found
people
out
react.
I found out something really made me really happy about Left 4 Dead today.
It's been cancelled forever.
No.
Oh.
What?
Why would that make you
Why?
happy?
No.
What?
All the zombie noises, the infected are voiced by Mike Patton.
Oh, okay. Who? Oh. Oh!
Oh,
Well, there you go.
I unzipped my jacket to reveal a Faith No More t-shirt.
yeah.
by chance.
That's funny.
For those of you playing at home.
Dead Rising 3 looks pretty difficult too. Like,
Yeah.
They're pretty difficult games.
it's just the massive hordes of zombies is different to the thing. I don't know how I would go personally on a console and something like a zombie game that requires quick reactions. 'Cause
Yeah.
that is not something that is very good for the console games.
No,
I'm fine.
Yeah.
whatever.
You're
Well,
a
just saying.
Well, I
this was-
certainly wouldn't because I fail miserably on Xbox, so I'm not even going to try. Really not.
This has smart glass action. A dude makes a call on his phone and calls in artillery. Artillery.
Artillery.
Which blows up the scene at the end of this. I don't know whether I've captured all of it or whether we'll watch all of it. But what if you don't have smart glass? What?
Maybe it's something you
Yeah.
can just do.
Just
Like,
Just
press
call
buttons
it
and
in.
stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
You'd hope so.
Or you can't finish the level
Yeah.
without someone with a Windows phone.
That would be
Oh.
unfortunate.
So that's cool. That's enough. Dead Rising.
Yeah.
I think I'm with Cage on this. I'd rather play that multiplayer
Yeah.
than on my own.
It'd be fun to like maybe borrow from someone, if that was possible on Xbox One.
Yeah.
It would be fun to borrow from a friend and play it, but I don't think it's something I'd go out and buy.
Next, CD Projekt Red for the One, PS4 and PC is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Witcher.
Welcome to Red Dead Redemption The Witcher.
Expect a lot of sex.
Open world, multi-region,
Gerald of Rivia getting his dick wet.
non-linear story, many non-linear quests. They're boasting over 100 hours of Game of Thrones action. Connect horse crap for one user's voice commands. I've got written there. I'm not sure what that means.
Okay.
But I think I was a bit angry about something to do with Connect being involved.
That seems about right.
Smart glass inventory option if you want.
No, that's a cool way to.
And one thing I noticed watching this trailer was it has very Bethesda style faces.
Yeah.
They're all a little bit Mong looking.
This apparently is pre-alpha, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, don't show me it then.
They wanna.
Yeah.
I
This
would
is the
like
kind of game that
I
don't play, but you do.
I would like this.
I would like to see what controls you have to use, because
All Connect.
well, no, but I've found in The Witches before that I can't remember which one it was. One of them, just the controls that you had to use to do anything were ridiculous. It's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you're not narrowing it down, as I said before.
Yeah, me and Brad were talking about this earlier, and I'm like, I know I've played one of them, but I can't remember which one. And
It had really dodgy controls. Where
yeah,
you're
I'm
not,
like,
you're
the
not
controls
helping
were just awful, and he's like, and there was a lot of sex, and he's like, yeah, no, that's not really clarifying anything. Not convinced. I don't think it's going to be any different to the others.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks good times. I don't have anything to back that up, but
Neither do they.
That's what I reckon. We're all in the same boat. CD Projekt Red
with a K. EA and DICE get up in your business with their Battlefield 4.
Why is it Battlefield 4 Second Assault on here? Why is that?
I read that somewhere. I wasn't going to read that out, but that's fine. I read that somewhere.
I was confused, so I'm asking questions.
It might have been on this. Anyway, this is for the One, the 360, PS3 and 4, and PC.
Yep.
October 29's release for 360 and PS3. Got to wait a bit longer for the others. Because those machines aren't out yet.
Yeah, funny that.
60 frames a second. The graphics look like no PC on the planet will run it. It looks that good.
It's pretty schmick looking.
The terrain interaction is just fucking googly moog, and that's a good thing.
Now, here's my question: is that terrain deformation going to be in multiplayer as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be.
Yeah.
Are you saying yes, that's a good question, or yes, it is?
That is a very good question.
I see.
I just assumed it would be, but you know what? Might not be. This looks multiplayer.
I don't know. No, there's no things happening. There's no taggers popping up.
Yeah, you don't see people just running around like minterheads, so kind of hard to say.
I mean, I've played a little bit of Battlefield 3 on Spud's computer.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me is that even though everything's fairly destructible, every match plays out pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see some dynamic events happen.
Yes.
In the game.
Yes, that would be really good.
This is just amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, if that was happening in multiplayer,
people would lose their minds.
It's like, I'm about to take him out. And a fucking jet just falls on you. Oh, that'd be amazing.
One of the combat things I remember hearing is that now the choppers really feel it when you shoot at them. You know, it used to be with the other ones, like if you're just using your normal...
You could take some hits.
Guns, yeah, it doesn't really work that well, but now they actually do properly feel it. I think they've tried to make it a bit more realistic, rather than your chopper going, I laugh at your gunfire as I fly away.
Or maybe just balance it a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to make it a little bit more accurate that way. bit concerned about the fact that they're really pushing out these Battlefields.
They're cranking them out,
It's
aren't
a
they?
little bit COD
Yeah.
to be doing that. So
And they don't even have 2 companies making them.
yeah, I'm just really wondering. I'd like to see a bit more of Battlefield 4, so I can determine if it's actually something different or if it is going the way of the COD.
Good. Yeah.
COD. Yeah. God.
Call of Duty dog.
Telling you, mate.
Call of Duty dog.
3/4 into that game, you're going to kill that dog.
Oh shit.
Nobody.
Did we see Call of was
Call of
did-
Duty
did
was
anyone-
not
no
at
one
E3.
no one showed Call of Duty?
Call of Duty was not at E3.
Cool, Call of Duty.
Nah, Call of Duty.
It was in the back.
Capybara. Huh?
I don't know what this one is. This
Good
one
enough.
this one I must have missed this one altogether.
Below.
This is Below.
Oh, this.
This is by the guys
this
who made...
thing where you play as 1 pixel by the looks of things.
Yes, these are the guys who made Sword and Sorcery for
Sword
iOS
and
devices.
Sorcery?
Yeah, there's a W in Sorcery.
Jesus.
So I'm just calling it that.
I'm scared.
And it was a fucking great game. It looked great. Really cool style. So for me, I'm excited about this, and it annoys me that it's exclusive to the bone. It looks like it's got multiplayer dungeon business. It looks like it'd be very cool. And just because it looks so different to all the other stuff that we've pretty much seen.
It does look very different, I'll give it that.
And that's refreshing to me. And because it's the Sword and Sorcery guys, I think it'll be pretty nifty. But I'll never know.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll never know.
I'm not sure I like this 1 pixel game, so
Yeah. So there's a brief breath of fresh air above the slime of sameness.
there's been a lot of shooters.
And we're back.
And we're back to
Yeah, this is a Diablo 3 add-on by the looks of it.
There's a Diablo 3 add-on called Halo 5.
Yes, that's right. This cutscene's incredibly Blizzard.
Yeah.
And do you know what's really funny?
Didn't we actually
all know
have
that
that
that's
cutscene in the Druids thing?
Oh, in the what?
Remember they did little sketches for each of the characters you could play in Diablo 3. And in the Druids one, he's walking through the desert.
Yeah.
There's dust everywhere. He runs into a hooded man.
The hooded man walked across the desert to the east in Diablo 2. Anyway.
Yeah.
We all know this is Master Chief in the hood.
Yeah.
Why the fuck does he need a hood on if he's wearing a goddamn space helmet?
I don't know.
Why does he need any of that shit on? He's in a fucking goddamn space suit.
Because it's
I don't want
not
to get any sand in my suit.
because we don't know it's Halo. You don't know it's Halo 5 yet.
I know.
It's a mystery.
And it's like, I admit, I was like, oh, fuck, very Japanese spaceship here. And, oh, yeah, he's a bit robot or something. And then he revealed his head. I'm like, oh, it's Halo. Oh, that's really stupid.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing it?
I don't have to clean my suit. Sand gets everywhere.
Sand gets all up my robo crack.
I do like the big bird thing. Yeah, that literally makes no sense.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yeah.
For
I
those of
haven't
you who
liked
are
Halo.
listening, not watching, the hood just got blown off to reveal his helmet, and it's the most dumbest thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah. Now, Caboose really loves Halo games. He got an Xbox just recently and has been playing through them because he obviously never has owned it himself. So he might be excited about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know whether you know, Spielberg is producing the Halo TV series. Who gives a cock?
Whatever.
Who gives a shit? Speaking of space robots.
Yeah. These ones I like.
Robots.
This is Respawn Entertainment's 361 and PC titled Titanfall.
Yeah.
And it does look pretty sweet.
And I understand it's coming out on 360, so I don't have to buy.
That's right.
I don't have to buy an Xbox One to play this game, which is really good.
And so it's mechs and shit, obviously.
Just in case you haven't got that yet.
Mechs and jetpacks and...
Yeah, it's a bit
everyone loves
Minority
a good
Report. It's a bit Robotech. Mech Warriors.
Get some mech warriors up there.
Yeah, I liked it once you got to the Titan. Like, before you got in that robot, I was like, oh, it's another one of these fucking games.
None of these brown military shooters.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
They're all in fucking spacesuits. Oh, these ones have got jetpacks though. Fuck off. Oh,
I don't know. Jetpacks isn't bad. I'm not going to poo-poo a jetpack.
Yeah, I love pulling a dude out of his own mech and throwing him. That's pretty cool.
That was cool.
One thing I found a bit weird was the mechs that they seem to have Bioshock powers. They put their hand out like the Emperor.
It's a magnetic field.
I don't like it. That doesn't make sense to me.
What, a machine generating a magnetic field? Yeah. No one's heard of that
why
before.
does it do that with its hand to make the magnetic field? Why wouldn't it come out of the machine itself?
I don't know.
Yeah. Just patch that shit. But other than that...
Yeah, make your robots a bit worse.
There's my discrepancy. But it does look pretty cool.
Gotta love yourself some good graphics.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I didn't download Fantasia. Forgot.
Who cares?
So, Fantasia, music evolved by Harmonix and Disney.
So this is Harmonix, the guys who made the original Guitar Hero.
Rock Band.
Rock Band?
Yeah.
Didn't they do the original Guitar Hero as well?
I don't think so. Activision? Maybe they did.
I think they did the first one.
Maybe they did.
I think they did the first one. And then Activision went, ha
I like that.
give us all you want.
Basically, you take the role of the Sorcerer's Apprentice, like in Fantasia, and then you flail about the room and go up levels.
Yeah, that's Brad's notes. Connect-orientated game where you flail.
I think that was actually from the NeoGAF thread, and I just didn't bother to
to unlock new Disney tracks.
That seemed about right.
And the thing here, I was like, oh yeah, they're not even Disney tracks.
No.
They're not either.
They're fucking Bruno Mars, Kimbra, and Fun. For fuck's sake.
What the
Some nights my bear fucking do.
I don't know what song you're singing.
The worst song on the planet by Fun.
Well, I'm glad I don't know it.
Anyway, so I was like, so it's not even really
No,
Fantasia. Yeah, they're just making, lights and shit come out of your hands whilst you dance to fucking Bruno Mars because everybody is stupid.
Everyone loves Bruno Mars.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of the X-Bone thing finally.
So,
Final thoughts?
there's nothing that, apart from Dead Rising 3, there's nothing that really sets my world on fire.
I'm going to be getting most of these games on PlayStation and PC.
Yeah,
basically.
The only thing that tickled my fancy
You're lucky to have like a decent PC rig, because I mean,
I can
you're going to get a lot of this stuff just no problem.
Yeah.
Take a lesson, kiddies. If you're doing a PC, build one yourself, because then you can make them into monster machines.
or get Weaver
to do it, which is what I did. I said, have my money, build me the best thing possible, and he's like, done.
My only thing I'm excited about there is Below, and sadly it's an Xbox exclusive, and so I haven't got time for that.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed by third-person fucking shooters, open worlds. To me, I was just like, they're all the same game. Put them all into one game. Having a massive borgasm. And I feel like there's not enough variety there for me. There's not enough not shooters.
I don't know.
In my opinion.
And there's a lot of things here that look like shooters that aren't really. I mean, Metal Gear Solid isn't really a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Who the hell knows what Sunset Overdrive is?
Yeah. My
Who the hell
I've got on PC.
Who the hell knows what Quantum Break is?
Actually, that seems to be most the case with most of the Xbox games. I don't really know what they're about yet, so...
Dead Rising 3 isn't technically a shooter. Witcher isn't a shooter.
I think pretty much for me, the only thing that I was pretty dead keen on was Metal Gear Solid. I want to give it a crack.
Looks really good.
But apart from that, meh. On the others, I wouldn't mind, trying Project Sparks, but I'm not sold on that one yet until I know exactly how much I can do with Project Sparks.
Yeah.
If it's a case of I get it and then like, now give us all your money so you can do actual things with it, I'll be like, yeah, no.
The thing about that game and like Little Big Planet is like taking what it most looks like is Little Big Planet had an amazing story game. Like it was great fun, lots of really different levels and stuff. And then it was like, now you make games. I went,
Stephen Fry.
It's really hard to do that.
Yes, that's the other thing.
And then the people who did do it and did really good ones, good on them. There was very few of them. and then finding those games online to download and play. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
And then you just want the actual producers of the game to release packs, and they did sometimes, but it wasn't enough, and it was too few and far between was the problem there. So I feel like if this is just a toolkit, like you said, for people to make games, no one's going to get it.
Yeah.
Well, people who are interested in making games but don't have the technical know-how to do so, I think this is a really good starting block for them. If that's what it
gives
is.
you an idea of where you could take things, and it might actually inspire some people to get out there and then get the proper know-how, because this might get them started and they're like, but I really want to do this. This game doesn't let me, so how about I learn how to do that? And that would be really good.
That could be cool.
I think they need a rating system for the games that go out there, so that if you visit someone else's
there's going to be a rating
you should be
system.
able to say, this was awesome, or dear God, borgasm.
Yeah.
Don't go to this area.
It's pretty standard, I think.
But we'll just have to see how it goes, basically, with that one.
Let's check out Twitter, see if anybody said anything.
Twitter
KAGE for no good reason.
Okay, stop it now.
He can't.
No! Tweets from the sandbar.
I don't reckon anybody's
People can still see my beard. That's good enough.
Anybody got time for Twitter? Lucky, I've got some from the emails. Jack Dent on the Facebooks said, fuck you, Microsoft, for making Dead Rising 3 an Xbox One exclusive. Liam Watson says, I will admit right here that I'm not a complete franchise loyal to Microsoft. No, he is. He's completely franchise loyal to Microsoft. He would never buy a PS4 as he just loves the exclusive franchises on the Xbox.
Oh.
However,
a
twist.
You've
been shamalaba bing bang. I absolutely cannot buy an Xbox One unless they backtrack on some of these god-awful business practices.
They're not gonna.
I sincerely hope they've seen Sony conference and realised that they're fucked.
How many more have we got?
Heaps.
Oh shit!
Heaps,
I was gonna mention something about what do we think of the price?
Christopher Tate says.
Oh, good.
So the PS4 is roughly £100 cheaper, which is $100 and probably 3.5 American cents.
Guess what? It's not here, my friend.
No, Australia.
It's all.
Don't live in Australia if you want to play games.
Fucked once again.
We get all of ourselves overly rated and blood taken out, which is that's why we play these games. And they also cost $10 billion and take forever to get here.
Yep.
So he's saying that the PlayStation is cheaper than the Xbox. However, the PlayStation doesn't come with an expensive camera that watches you fap.
Oh, no fap camera.
Oh, really? Damn.
Xbox Pornhub.
I was getting ready to go to Ustream.
Yeah.
Look at my dick.
Shame about
look at my dick / Ustream.
Because the potato also says, shame about Dead Rising exclusivity. Dead Rising 1 was exclusive because they didn't know how well it was going to do. But it did so well that they released 2 on both consoles and moved 1 to the PlayStation 2. I guess the reason this time is because Xbox have a lot of money to spare to buy the exclusivity.
Well, they're going to be charging you for just about everything.
But
so
that's
yes.
that's like they can only buy timed exclusives. That's the thing. So we'll see.
Personally, I feel like Microsoft really fucked up at E3 and the original reveal of the console. But obviously, many others feel different since pre-orders for the consoles are roughly going 50-50 at the moment.
He's right. I was I was in EB the other week, and yeah, it's pretty comparable.
I think people who are Xbox players will just bite the bullet.
Yeah,
they'll whinge and moan,
I'm not quite sure what they're buying it for, though.
No. Well,
Halo.
But there
Halo?
are some
Really?
people that will just... Yeah, I mean, they'll just buy Xbox. Like, it's like you review Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm
even
gonna
if
buy
it's
it
shit,
regardless.
you buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're just not releasing games. They're not,
Yeah.
taking things away from you.
That's true.
They're just not giving you things.
That's right. Rob Tippett says a lot, so just give me a moment.
Oh.
Right then, so far I've only seen the Microsoft conference, and I have to say that it's pretty underwhelmed. However, it was a good move for them to actually talk about how the Xbox One can play games and isn't just for TV. That's a good point, because the previous one was all about...
If they said more than 5 minutes about TV, they would have been bollocked to death.
They would have. He's excited for some of the new games coming, such as Rise.
Okay.
You'd be the only one, mate.
That's alright. You can be excited for that.
And Titanfall, as they look very promising. The brief tease of Halo 5 also got him rather excited. I was going to change that to barred up, but I didn't. I did now. Shit. So much more than the long display of Dead Rising 3. That really didn't do much for me at all.
There you go.
On the subject of underwhelming games, World of Tanks.
World of Tanks.
World of Tanks. Tanks driving everywhere.
I tell you what, if I get that, and it is amazing, we're in so much trouble.
We really are.
That actually would say a lot about the games today if something like World of Tanks blew your socks off out of all the new games to come out.
He thinks it's a tad unfair that the internet's saying that the Xbox One is the worst thing ever to happen.
It's not great.
He thinks it looks quite promising.
And was he high when he wrote this?
Then blah blah blah. He says a lot of other things as well. You can check it out on our Facebook thing if you join us on it. And finally, Zippo 6P.
Mick.
I've pasted it in the wrong place. It's about something else. Never mind.
Oh, Mike, quick! Write something about Xbox.
And that is the end of that chapter in the 8-Bits podcast. If you would like to follow us on the Twitters, KAGE is at the game KAGE with a K. Bradidas is _Bradidas. That's Adidas with brr at the beginning.
Brr. Yeah.
I am at extremebeyond. That's the word extreme, not an X, and then the word tream.
That's not a word.
No, that is not a word.
You can follow us on the internet at 8bitspodcast.com and facebook.com/8bitspodcast to get all your 8bits podcast needs. Previous episode, video supplements, chat with us on the Facebooks. It's all good times.
Good times.
And yeah, we will be back with our Nintendo roundup right after this.
Do 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 do
Do, do, do.
What was that, just over an hour? Around 10? That's right. Kids like, ah, God! Why? Do they hate you? Yeah, that's right.
45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, there's not quite as much stuff.
No.
Oh!
There's a lot, but a lot of it I think will be quite quick fire. Were we talking over the whole credits there, mate? Yeah, we probably were.
I don't care.